let's see if this one works. Let me know if you see me live now, started a new stream period. I'll just wait until people in the chat tell me if they can actually see me. How long was I just talking for? And it was the entire, look at this sweat coming through here, stress sweat. Holy cows. Let's see if we're live here. I see some people trickling in now. Attempt number 2. Alos is left in our Viva barn. Now I got to go to the other Viva barns. We're going to have to like stitch 2 of these streams together. Let's see here. Are we good on that? I started a second one and it's going to be this one right here. Let's see. Do I see me? And do I see a chat? Okay, good. Wait. Okay, good. I see it now. I see me. Oh, by the way, it's a little bit of stress sweat. It's also because the AC is still off in the hotel room. I think I might have actually turned the heating up because there's a little knob on the good voice and audio. Okay, did we see anything about the criminal complaint filed against Trump in Springfield, Ohio? If you could all be so kind as to share this link around now, because I'll go and make sure everybody knows that we've kicked off a second stream here. Still got 3 things to talk about before we got to go find breakfast and go for a hike. Yes, I still see potato. It's potato face McGee over here, but whatever. That'll be fine enough. Second attempt. Here we go. Come on. Share the link around. All right. Let's see here now. Yeah, you're nothing about Springfield. Oh, okay, well that's great. Well, I mean that's great at least. And now I know I'll start from the beginning. Everybody, sorry about that. Springfield, Ohio. The segue into this was, I forget what the segue was. Doesn't matter. We're talking about what's going on. If you have not heard, a group of a not-profit activist group has filed a criminal complaint against Donald Trump and JD Vance because of the statements they made about allegedly there being stories on the street of Haitian immigrants, migrants, illegal, whatever you want to call them, in Springfield, Ohio. They're not illegal immigrants technically because they were given TPS, temporary protection status, by the federal government, a practice which has now been put on blast because you had over 100,000, according to Kamala Harris, getting temporary protection status, and 20,000 implanted in a town of 58,000 in Springfield, Ohio, where, call it rumors or call it what people were saying on the ground of the community potentially eating ducks out of the ponds, killing the ducks and the geese, and allegedly pets. And Donald Trump and JD Vance made these statements. They went viral for a great many reasons. And the media calls them false, even though it has exposed footage predating by months the city manager in Springfield talking at a city council meeting, telling his friend Brian on the panel, we've all heard these stories as well. People come up to me and they don't want to be named and they want to remain anonymous, about cats and house pets gone missing. And now they have filed a criminal complaint against Donald Trump and JD Vance. Haitian nonprofit files criminal charges against JD Vance and Trump for Springfield claims. Listen to this, and we're going to get to the actual charges at the end. A Haitian nonprofit organization director wants to criminally charge. Let me just make sure that we're looking at the same article. It's not bringing up the bloody article. I don't even know if this is internet or okay, I see the article and it's just not coming up in the stream because I'm an idiot. And we're in presentation mode. There we go. Haitian nonprofit files criminal charges against Vance and Trump for Springfield claims. Read this, people. A Haitian nonprofit organization director wants to criminally charge Ohio Senator J.D. Vance and former President Trump for repeated claims without evidence. Now, what I said before, and I thought I was still live, without evidence is a lie. There is hearsay evidence and there is testimonial evidence from people on the ground, from city council meetings, from the city manager saying people are coming up to me and telling me this and they want to remain anonymous. So there's not without evidence, there's without video evidence, and do not mistake that video of the woman eating the cat for being evidence of Haitian migrants eating cats, because she wasn't Haitian. It was a different town, and she was just someone who appeared to be tweaked off of her mind on drugs or schizophrenia, whatever. So there's no video evidence of the cats and dogs, although there was video evidence that Chris Rufo pulled up, who also then, ironically enough, faced a smear campaign for allegedly having his email breached in the Ashley Madison situation. Christopher Rufo provided video evidence of this occurring, not in Springfield, but somewhere else. There's video evidence of the city manager, city residents at city council meetings complaining about this. So to say without evidence is a lie of Haitian immigrants in Springfield eating pets. Vance posted the claims about Haitian immigrants abducting and eating dogs and cats on social media. Trump repeated the claims during his debate with Kamala Harris. Though local and state officials said claims are false, that's false. They said they're uncorroborated, unconfirmed. The central Ohio city of 60,000 has been plagued by bomb threats and poor school attendance as the situation gained national media attention. By the way, all of those bomb threats were hoaxes. Many of them apparently phoned in from overseas. And the evidence of that we found is minimal. I mean, the statement given by that DEI hire of a police officer, a written statement taking no questions, just saying, we've received bomb threats, haven't looked into anything, apparently coming from overseas, all of which have been hoaxes. I wonder who's phoning them in. The Haitian Bridges Alliance filed charges in Clark County Municipal Court on Tuesday. The nonprofit is based in San Diego, but advocates for migrants and immigrants, especially those of Black and Haitian communities. Listen to this. The organization is represented by former federal prosecutor Subodh Chandra. Chandra is now an attorney in Cleveland. He ran for the Democratic nomination for Ohio Attorney General in 2006. Quelle surprise. Listen to this. Trump and Vance falsely claim Haitians are a danger to Springfield. Now, what they said that there are reports from people in Springfield saying that pets are going missing, getting eaten, ducks in the park are getting eaten, geese are getting eaten, getting killed. Now many in Springfield face actual harm from threats that have even resulted in closures and lockdowns of government buildings, hospitals, schools, and colleges. Yep. Tell us who phoned in those threats. Trump and Vance caused a massive disruption to a community and city that deserved better. Yeah, they deserve better than a federal government plopping 20,000 foreigners into their town of 58,000 people, overwhelming resources, causing a cultural divide. That's amazing. They deserve it. But then when people report on what people are reporting on the ground, residents complaining about it, we want criminal charges against them. Listen to this. There was something funny here, actually. The organization asked the court to either issue arrest warrants for Trump and Vance or refer the matter to the prosecutor's office. Refer it. See where it goes. It's not going to go anywhere, but they're going to get the headlines that they need now 50 some odd days out of the election. Attorneys said in court filings that the behavior of Vance and Trump meets the threshold for probable cause. And if anyone else had behaved as Trump and Vance did, police and prosecutors would have filed charges. Bullcrap. Listen to the charges that are laid out in the filing. Citizen filing, by the way. So they haven't investigated or actually laid any charges yet. Disrupting public service by, quote, causing widespread bomb and other threats, end quote. Making false alarms by, quote, knowingly causing alarm, end quote. Committing telecommunications harassment, quote, by spreading claims they know to be false, end quote. They know to be false. Who does that sound like? They know they're false, even though we have people on the ground complaining about it for months now. Committing aggravated menacing, quote, by knowingly making intimidating statements, end quote, and knowingly causing others to falsely believe that members of the Springfield, Ohio Haitian community would cause serious physical harm to the personal property of others within Springfield, Ohio community. Apparently, they're also not paying attention to the reports of 4 to 5 car accidents daily by people who are getting licenses at an expedited basis without actually passing any meaningful test and crashing their cars routinely. Confirmed, by the way. Violating the complicity statute by, quote, conspiring with one another and spreading vicious lies that cause innocent parties to be parties to their various crimes. Okay. Bullcrap. But the amazing thing about all of this, you want to talk about the weaponized weaponization of the judicial process, prosecutorial process. You remember the guy who did the viral video, "Don't Eat the Cats"? Is it this one? This one.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. People of Springfield, please don't eat my...
Okay, we'll stop it there. I hope I was sharing that. You know what happened to that guy recently? He just put out a tweet that Facebook took down his song. Let's see here. Is this it? Facebook allegedly, here you go. The Kiffness. This is the guy who wrote that song. I can confirm that Meta has taken eating the cats. Meta is, yeah, is Meta, oh gosh, is that Google or Facebook now? think it's Google. Oh, Meta has taken eating the cats off their platform because they told my distributor I didn't have the rights or license to use Trump's voice. Why would they specifically target my remix while there's an entire catalog of other cat remixes? Maybe they're not as popular as yours. So, Jesus, Meta company. Is that Google or is that Facebook? Now I'm confused. Yeah, that's okay. That's Facebook. Facebook. Remember Zuckerberg, the guy who complained about bowing to the pressures of the Biden-Harris administration and that he wouldn't do it anymore. Apparently, he's back to doing it. They didn't have the rights to use Trump's voice in a presidential debate. Either there's a mistake on the explanation, the mistake by the explanation being given, or there is more of the same from Zuckerberg and Meta. Oh, Lordy. Let me see what's going on in our Viva Barnes Law. .locals.com. All right, well, we're gonna do the other two stories, not real quick, but oh God, and I'm sitting in a. I'll tell you the story about this hotel afterwards. It's quite funny, but Alex Jones, indentured servant, is what they are creating out of him. The judge in Texas approves auctions liquidating Alex Jones's Infowars to help pay Sandy Hook families. We knew this was coming. I mean, this has been in the works for a long time now, but no real news here. Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones' Infowars media platform and its assets will be sold off piece by piece in auctions this fall to help pay the more than $1 billion he owes relatives of the victims of the Sandy Hook elementary school shooting under an order expected to be approved by a federal judge. Bankruptcy judge Christopher Lopez. Oh no, that's not the same one that was holding the trial in Texas. Said during a court hearing Tuesday that he will approve the auctions that start in November, but he said he first must change a previous order to make it clear that the trustee overseeing Jones's personal bankruptcy case controls all of the assets of Infowars' parent company, Free Speech Systems, which is owned 100% by Alex Jones. Despite the pending loss of his company, Jones vows to continue his talk shows through other means, possibly including a new website and his personal social media account. He also suggested that Infowars assets could be bought by his supporters, allowing him to continue hosting the show as an employee under the Infowars brand. I saw that Roger Stone was talking about, amassing people to buy the assets out of bankruptcy. It's very cut and dry that the assets of Free Speech Systems, the website, the equipment, the shopping cart, all that can be sold, Jones said on a recent show, quote, and they know full well that there are a bunch of Patriot buyers, and then the operations can ease on. Yeah, and then we wanted to go into this. They filed for bankruptcy protection. The same year, the Sandy Hook families won nearly $1.5 billion in defamation and emotional distress against Jones for repeatedly calling the hoax. They just go ahead and repeat the same old lies over and over again. They're repeatedly calling it a hoax, 16 minutes of aggregate footage over 8 years. Alex Jones defaulted into that verdict. There was no trial on the merits, defaulted into the verdict, and then prohibited from claiming his innocence, prohibited from adducing evidence that he apologized for the statements that he made. Now they're going to sell it off, and it's fine. What are they going to get for it? $10 million at most. I mean, the studio, from what I understand, cost maybe $10 million. You get 10 cents on the door. You get $1.5 million. Good. The goal was never to actually right any wrong, because arguably whatever wrong Alex Jones did is not a $1.5 billion wrong. The goal was to shut Alex Jones up through this lawfare. And people have been asking me, like, okay, can he not just start anew? I mean, can he not just start anew and Infowars too? And explain to someone, like, the bottom line is they're going to garnish whatever he makes above a certain threshold for the rest of his life in satisfaction of this judgment. Texas has some decent homestead laws, from what I understand. And so there's a certain amount that's unseizable. There's a certain amount that's ungarnishable. But what they've done with this lawsuit is they've basically turned Alex Jones into an indentured servant. And it's an amazing concept here. Hold on. Indentured servant definition. This is AI overview definition, but indentured servant. A person who agrees to work for another person for a set period of time in exchange for something, the contract, yada, yada, yada. But the servant can end it early by, no, hold on 1 second. Indentured servant. There's a way of, using in every direction of the streets. Recent examples. Let's look at the definition. A person who signs and is bound by indentures to work for another for a specific period of time, especially in return for payment or travel expenses or maintenance. So they lawfare Alex Jones into a $1.5 billion injustice of a ruling and then own him for life. And they were trying to actually claim as assets his personal social media accounts, his voice, his likeness, and his image. Barnes and I talked about this repeatedly. And so they'll start. And see, I mean, there's talk as to whether or not there's going to be a fundraise from Patriots so that he can continue to work as an employee, a contractor, whatever, pay him under the threshold of whatever would be garnishable, and he'll have his voice for the rest of his life. At least he'll have that. All right. We're going to talk about this also on Sunday. And you know what we're going to do? First of all, guys, I'm going to I do apologize for the technical issues of this show, but the internet is what it is, and I'm trying to do my best to keep it live while we're on the road. The last story we have is we'll go over briefly the report, the Secret Service report. It's not just shocking. It's obvious what's going on here. They released the report after some investigations into Trump. Everyone on Locals has the report now. This is how the BBC reports on it. And you know when the BBC reports on it like this, that it's exponentially worse than propagandist media reporting on the report the report on the first failed assassination attempt, the Butler shooting. This is from BBC. Scathing report details security failures before Trump rally shooting. Listen to this. Security failures and lack of communication within the Secret Service directly contributed to the assassination attempt on Donald Trump's rally. Okay? The highly critical 94-page document released on Wednesday detailed multiple failures by Secret Service, said agents had several opportunities to prevent the shooting, which left one person dead and others injured. Security problems identified by the bipartisan Senate committee remain unaddressed. That's interesting. It remains unaddressed to this day, even after the second assassination attempt. In response, Secret Service said the report's findings align with its own internal review, and both investigations were, quote, essential, end quote, to ensuring it does not happen again. Let's go to some of what they detailed in this. Let's go to the portion where they here we go. Listen to this. The Senate report cited a number of problems, including lack of a chain of command, poor coordination with state and local law enforcement, inadequate resources and equipment, and a failure to effectively secure the site. In other words, they deliberately or through grotesque layered incompetence didn't do the only thing that they were supposed to do. It says Secret Service officials had chronic problems with their radios. Totally normal. One counter sniper was offered a local radio to help with communications for the day, but did not have the time to pick it up because he was attempting to fix his own Secret Service radio. A text message from a Secret Service employee to a supervisor an hour before the shooting reads, "I'm not getting good comms communications on either my phone or radio. I'll try to stay on." The report mentions a failure to set up a visual barriers around the rally, which could have blocked the gunman's view of Trump. Crooks used an AR-15 semi-automatic rifle, yada, yada. Counter snipers were sent to Butler following a, quote, credible intelligence, end quote, of a threat, the report said, but most Secret Service officials who spoke to the committee said they were unaware of a potential threat. The sending of counter snipers marked the first time this type of protection was granted to someone other than the president or vice president. The report found Secret Service agents were alerted to a suspicious person with a rangefinder 27 minutes before the shooting, but some officials, including the lead service agent, said they did not receive that information. Members of the Secret Service advance team were also denied additional resources. And a few others interviewed by the committee, quote, could not answer, end quote, questions about who had the final authority in deciding the security perimeter for the rally. Look at this. It's not unbelievable because it's totally believable because it's quite clear what they wanted to happen. Do it enough over and over again. You flip a coin enough over and over again, you're going to get heads if that's what you want. This is the report. It's in our locals community, but just go to the summary findings if the internet's going to allow me here. Okay, let's go like this, and we're gonna. Let's see here. They had their 12. They had their 12 points. Here we go. Key failures. Look at this, and you tell me that this is not deliberate. Key failures. United States Secret Service failed to clearly define responsibilities for planning and security at the July 13 rally. United States Secret Service failed to ensure the AGR building was effectively covered. United States Secret Service failed to effectively coordinate with state and local law enforcement. United States Secret Service failed to provide resources for the July 13 rally that could have enhanced security. They didn't get any unmanned, they didn't get drones. Counter surveillance unit, which could have helped patrol the outer perimeter, including, was not requested by United States Secret Service agents. The United States Secret Service failed to communicate information about the suspicious person to key personnel and failed to take action to ensure the safety of the former president. The most shocking part was shots ring out. No, sorry. Cops have guns drawn, and they know they declare some form of an incident and don't pull Trump from the stage, not specifying what the incident is and not pulling Trump from the stage or shielding him while he's on the stage. At approximately 5:45, Secret Service personnel were notified that local law enforcement observed a suspicious person with a rangefinder near the AGR building. By 5:52, bear in mind the shots ring out at 6:11. At least 8 Secret Service personnel had been informed. Approximately 2 minutes before shots were fired, Secret Service security room located on the rally grounds was told that there was an individual on a roof of the AGR building. Shortly before the shots were fired, United States Secret Service counter sniper observed local law officers running towards the AGR building with guns drawn. I mean, that's it. There's nothing. There's nothing more to say. All right, people. Let's do this here. We got Quarter Native in vivabarneslaw.locals.com says, bring it out here. What happens when both cases eventually hit the highest courts and get overturned after AJ has lost everything? If not, he will get it back. Sheesh. It's not like he'll get it back. Yeah, that's the other thing is in Texas, for whatever the reason, it allows execution of a decision notwithstanding appeal. And so, yeah, it gets overturned on appeal. And sorry, we've already liquidated all of your assets. We've already killed the business. So here are the shards back. Hold on, what time is it? It's 9:30 here. It's 9:30. People. What the heck is going on? Wow. Phone's not working. All right, we're good now. Yeah, we're all good. All right, people, we're gonna go have the after party at local. Sorry about the technical issues, and might have to move to a hotel that has high-speed internet if we're gonna do this again tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. Locals, a miscusi for the technical stuff. Let's have the after party and talk some stuff at vivabarneslaw.locals.com, and I'll see if I can get a short vlog up, but I'm going to start making tracks to go for a nice hike and explore the desert because it's absolutely beautiful. People will try to be live tomorrow. If we're definitely live Sunday. I'm back in Florida on Saturday. So the video bit rate is wild. Yeah, we might have to. We'll find a hotel that has better internet for tonight. Yeah, short day. No, you're in California, so I think we all understand. Says Corn Macabre. The only thing that went wrong was Trump turned his head. This is from Long Reach One. The media was there too, so a lot of people actually probably knew about this. Yeah, it's like dial-up days. Says Polish dog. Well, I'm sorry, guys. It's a question of whether or not this is better than nothing, but I didn't know it was going to be this pixelated and have the glitches. But so my apologies, everybody. Come on over to vivabarneslaw.locals.com. We're going to end this here and see if I can put out a video. If I record a video on my phone and put it out, it'll be smooth as day. This is going to this. It is what it is. That is it. At least the audio. Hopefully the audio came through. Big stories. Alex Jones litigated. Lawfared into indentured servitude. Eric Adams feeling the brunt of the political reprisals because he's fallen out of grace with the Democrats. What we already knew about the Trump assassination plot and criminal complaint against J.D. Vance and Donald Trump. Locals, here we come. We're going to carry this over there. Everybody else, I'll see you tomorrow. See you this afternoon. See you on the Infowars.